Instructions for use. 1. Kit content. BioFreeze kit contains 36 vials, sampling spoons and sampling vessels, in order to keep the BioFreeze box clean and to save space while sampling. Remove the vial rack from the box by lifting from the handles. 2. Vial identification. Vials are marked with Allometrics diagnostics codes, for example A21 to 2160. Please add your own sample ID, respective to each vial in the electronic sample list, Excel file, which has been sent to you by email. 3. Sample collection. Use the vessel for initial sample collection and homogenization. Take 1 spoonful of homogenized sample. Wipe the excess sample away, for example, with a clean paper towel so that the scoop is evenly filled. It is important not to overfill the scoop. Use a new spoon for each individual sample. Alternatively, weigh exactly 1 gram of sample. 4. Sample suspension. Place the spoon into the vial. Close the gap carefully and shake the vial vigorously to completely suspend the sample material into the preservation buffer. Do not remove the spoon from the vial. If any spillage occurs, discard the vial and repeat the sampling with a new vial. 5. Packing. After collecting all samples, place the vial rack back into the delivery box, together with vessel and spoon holders, and close it carefully. 6. Sample list. Please fill required sampling information. Grey fields contain pre-filled data by Allometrics Diagnostics. Do not edit or change this data. Fill in the following information regarding your samples in each column. In the Client Sample ID column, type in the sample codes you used during the trial. In the Sampling Date column, type in the date when the samples were collected. In the Sampling Time Point column, enter the animal age in days when the sample was collected. Preferably, provide the sample day only in numeric format, for example, 14. In the Sample Origin column, enter which animal species the samples were collected from, for example, broiler. In the Sample Type column, type which gut compartment the samples were collected from. In the Treatment column, fill in the treatment coding used in the trial, for example, a letter or a number. Use the note fields to provide any additional information regarding the samples, for example, any vials not used or defects with vials. Please fill required sampling information in the electronic sample list and send it by email to diagnostics@allometrics.com. Provided in another sheet are the instructions for sending the vials back to Allometrics Diagnostics Limited. Items not included in the sampling kit. 1. Disposable spatulas, faeces digesta homogenization. 2. Paper towels. Notifications. 1. Always use disposable gloves when sampling. 2. Keep the sample vials at room temperature. Do not allow the vials to be exposed to sunlight for a prolonged period of time. 3. Remember to homogenize fecal digester material before scooping in order to get a representative sample. 4. Samples should be immediately introduced into preservation buffer after sampling and mixed thoroughly. If this is not possible, keep the samples cold, not frozen while waiting, for example, on ice. 5. Do not allow the preservation buffer or samples to freeze. 6. For quantitative analytical results, it is essential not to spill the buffer from vials. 7. Dispatch the samples to Allometrics Diagnostics as soon as possible. For longer storage, up to 1 month, store sampled vials in refrigerator at +4 degrees centigrade.